Hello, Gemini. How you doing? I'm going to do a reading for the consciousness of Gemini for April of 2025. My name is Ginger. Thanks for joining me. I have been meditating on you, and I'm wondering if you're feeling a little out of sorts. That's kind of what I'm getting. That physically you may not be feeling great, but not that it's the end of the world. Maybe some headaches. Um, and also that you're just not feeling quite yourself. That's kind of what I'm getting. So let's see what we have for Gemini for this month. I think that what you're feeling, if that's the case, is very temporary. And we've been having a lot of solar flares, very strong solar flares that are affecting us. And that can be just the reason for the discomfort, not feeling yourself. Okay, let's see. Actually, I think I want to start with this deck first. Get the frequency. Get your frequency, Franklin. Okay, here we go for Gemini, April 2025. What do the spirit guides want to let you know for this month? What does Gemini need to know for the month of April 2025? Okay. I'm using a new recording method tonight because the system that I had set up doesn't seem to want to work properly for me today. And Mercury is retrograde, so I guess I just got to go with it, and I just got to roll with it. So here we go. It looks like so far so good. Okay, for Gemini, here we go. Let me get these out of the way. We have the frequency of compassion. Frequency of compassion. Beautiful. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. Well, I like that for you, Gemini, because you are a person who brings other people together, and I think that when you are in your higher aspects, that you can actually really do that so well for people. Be very compassionate, truly compassionate um, for other people. Oh, the next card is magic. The frequency of magic. You are magic. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. And, that's something that, like one of the sense, I got a sense that this discomfort that you're feeling is just a matter of knowing that you can overcome the discomfort, that your discomfort is not, it's illusory, is what I want to say. It's illusory. It's something that you are easily able to overcome because you're Gemini. So, also, I want to mention that, every sign, we act according to our higher or lower egos, right? Our higher self is like our higher ego, and our lower self is our lower ego, our lower self. So just keep that in mind. We operate between the two. Hopefully, we find a balance between them. And our goal is to, as humans, is to um, ascend to the higher parts of ourselves, the better parts of ourselves. So let's see, because there is a Gemini who does not really even seek to be their higher self, but I won't mention that person. All right, we have fruit bearing. This is the Lifruma Oracle. Offerings. Hmm. Hmm. This is very interesting for you. All right, so this is definitely okay. I'm just going to read it to you because it's very interesting for Pisces. We all grow from seeds to shoots to trunks, creating branches bearing beautiful fruits. It's up to us to heal and prune, ready the room for our offerings. Not every branch is pure, nor every idea worthy of fruiting a thought into a seed to be passed on and planted. Odin cuts himself down too early. Thor does not repeat his father's path. He walks towards Ior, releasing his ancestral past to blossom, mature, and be his own apple bearer. Hmm, that's ancestral, moving away from the mistakes of the past in your ancestral line. Beautiful. The next card is generosity, gift. Sacred here. Well, oh, let me show you what this card looks like. This is the Lifruma deck, and this one is very bright, beautiful and bright. Beautiful and bright. This deck is based on runes. Okay, it says Sacred Saxon cross stitch cast to mask the purging and passing of that line to this time. Merge moments, give thyself to new endeavors and fresh found friendships. Step, meet, soul, greet. Balance the astral, align and shift. Generosity shines bright and fair, but stay aware, for every gift to emerge, its reverse was birthed. For every gift to emerge, its reverse was birthed. It was birthed first. So for every gift, the opposite has appeared. Kind of like that. Sacred Saxon cross stitch cast to mask the purging and passing of that line to this time. That's your ancestral line. Merge moments, give thyself to new endeavors and fresh found friendships. Step, meet, soul greet. Balance the astral, align and shift. I really like that. Um, that is really positive and bright. That's seeking. You're seeking a higher. A Steve Winwood song just came into my mind, but I'm not going to talk about it because I could ruin my video. Um, yeah, you're seeking. That's beautiful. Very beautiful. So you're working some things out, and that is probably why you're working some, they call it the shadow side. You're working out some shadow things and that have to do with ancestral learnings. They say it's in your DNA. Maybe you're working some things out right now. Okay, let's see. What cards do I want to use for your reading? I think I'm going to use these. Let's give these a try. Be compassionate with yourself. That compassion card may be all about what you need for you because you are doing magical things. That card, the frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation, and that's what I'm saying. It's time for you to grow. I think something beautiful is going to be birthed, and you're probably not feeling that right now, but um, sometimes there's a little pain before the pleasure. So let's see what happens. The other thing is, we as humans seek things. We seek pleasure, but when we get it, we're sort of like, okay, we got that. Now what? We never take the time to enjoy it and relish in it. And I want to let you know, Gemini, it's time to enjoy and relish in the pleasure that's coming your way. Okay, let's see what we have. What is this all about for Gemini? Here we go. Oh, I have the King of Swords. Well, That's your king. King of Swords. Now, I was looking at this king today. He reminds me of a king from Game of Thrones. His sword is down as though he is telling you that he is in charge here. And he's leaning forward as though you're daring him, as though you're daring him. And he's letting you know, go ahead, I'll take your dare. So let's see, this is your energy. This is the energy or the situation for you. Could you be the situation? And now kings are also energies. They're not people. So this is a male energy of the King of Swords. The thing with the King of Swords is his role in life is to connect the head to the heart, to become mature and fully the King of Swords. So we'll see how far he's gotten in that endeavor as we go along in this reading. What crosses it is the Six of Swords. Oh, I like that. So what's crossing your situation or your energy is the card that brings you from where you don't want to be, a place you no longer want to be. It's very uncomfortable, probably because of people, places, and things having changed, or maybe you changed. Maybe you changed. And it's time for you to move on to something better for you, something better for you, because that's where this person is going, to a new shore. So this is changing that Six of Swords energy. I'm going to say this is an energy. This is a situation where you're being challenged in a way that you should not be challenged. That's what I feel. You're being, this guy, I feel like this guy is a bully to you. The situation is a bullying kind of situation. And Gemini, you deserve so much better than that. I feel as though something suddenly shifted and things suddenly changed. And as much as you try to adapt to it, it's not working out. And you know that this is what you've had to do. All right, at the base of the reading, we have the Four of Coins. This guy is wealthy. He's got a lot of wealth. He's very wealthy. He's got his foot on a chest of goodies. He's got that pentacle on his hand. And he owns that castle or whatever he's sitting in. He's very wealthy, but he's kind of stingy. This is at the base of the reading, and this is one of the reasons. This is the reading, the reason the reading is taking place. This is an aspect, the major aspect of why the reading is taking place. This guy, he's also not a very happy guy. Just like the King of Swords, not a very happy guy. He's a little stingy. He's holding on to his money. He's got his feet on it. He's holding on to it. He's not letting go of his money. So that could be like working for someone who has a lot of money, but does not want to share it with you, as an employee does not want to share it with you. And you're a good employee and you have a lot to offer, but they're not interested. In the recent past, we have Justice. This could be why you're moving away to that new shore, because you have a sense of justice, Gemini. And when you or other people are not being treated right, you have to say something. It's in you to say something. All right, at the top of the reading, we have the Magician. And the Magician is as above, so below, as within, so without. So this is at the top of the reading and points to the outcome. This is telling us a little bit about the outcome. So you have all of the tools. You're here to bring God's will to manifest on earth. This is God's will for you. This is God's will for you and for those around you, and possibly for the entire world, depending on who you are, Gemini. Now, if this card was reversed, he would be you would call this guy a con man, but it's not reversed, it's upright. So you are right in doing and taking the steps. And what I want to say is you're following the guidance of your guides. That's what I want to say, because I believe that Gemini pays attention to the um, nudges, the spiritual nudges Gemini gets. In your near future is the Three of Cups. Well, that looks like fun. So this is a card about, you're moving on to someplace new that is going to receive you in a beautiful way. It's the right place for you to go, and your friends are really happy, and so it's this is you and your friends celebrating your change. Because it is going to be a good change. We hope it's going to be a good change. We have the feeling that it's a really great change for you. Now we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, so these cards that I just laid out are the reason, the background to why the reading is taking place. So it looks like we had perhaps an employment situation where you really thought you were going to be appreciated and be paid well, that it was going to be a really nice long-term position for you, but that doesn't seem to be how it turned out. The boss seems to be wanting to hold on to his money, so the benefits are not so great. What you were promised you didn't receive, and you just said, sorry, I need to have some justice here. And you pulled your magician, you found another position, and you're moving to another shore that is brighter, another bright shore, and your friends are helping you to celebrate this decision. Now, now your energy is the energy for you is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups can be, it's interesting. Seven of Cups. See the bright background? So, the Seven of Cups could be all of the hopes and dreams and what you're, like as though you're living 3 weeks, 3 years from now instead of in this moment. That's what the Three of Cups is about. It's as though somebody's telling you, oh, you're going to have all these choices to make, and and it's like, no, right now you need to pay attention to how you're rowing this boat. How getting to your destination is what you need to pay attention to. This is a distraction. So don't get too excited about how everything's going to be and blah, blah, blah. Just wait until you get there and let it play out day by day. Because I believe that everything is going to be okay, but don't be distracted by this. Okay? That's an energy that simply wants to distract you from your ultimate goals. Oh, and here we have the Ace of Cups. So this is the card of love, of absolute, the gift of beautiful love. It could be the passion of your heart. It could be the love of your life. It could be all that wrapped up in one. Maybe you want a family, a great job, a beautiful family, a lovely home. Maybe that's what you want, and that's what this would be. The Ace of Cups is a complete gift. And it is a really beautiful gift. And it is a gift. It's a complete gift. You don't earn it. You don't have to earn it. It's just for you because you're worthy and you deserve it. We're all worthy. We all deserve to have the best in our lives. So believe it. That's one of those magic things. Oh my goodness. Okay. In your hopes and dreams, we have the star. Beautiful. The star comes after a long period of struggle and learning about ourselves, learning about that shadow side of us, that can get us into trouble, but that we need to pay attention to. It's there to teach us. It's there to teach us about our life lessons, what we're here to learn. What are we here to learn? Our shadow side will point it out to us. So we don't want to ignore that. We want to take it on. And when you reach the star in the tarot, that means that you've come through the worst of the difficulties and that you've made it through. How did you do? Well, we don't know yet, but you are in a position of great hope that everything is okay, that difficult past is behind you, and you feel brand new. And look at all the gifts that you have, friends to celebrate with, that Ace of Cups. You're the magician. All right, let's see. Oh, the final outcome. It looks like you're going to be busy is the Two of Coins. This is the outcome. I like it because you know what? The Two of Coins means that you are so busy getting your life back together that um, it's sort of like a lot of multitasking, but you're a whiz at this. You are really good at this. This is like part of life that you love the most, juggling things, getting it all together, putting things in place so that you can take off running. That's what this card is like. So I wonder, and I like the look on her face. She is a good juggler, and she's not afraid. She's not afraid to juggle those coins. She's an expert. And look at the terrain she's walking on. It's not flat ground. I really love that. I love it. So let's see what does this have to do with compassion and magic and pruning. Yes, pruning. And then, yes, I love it. So I'm going to say that this is Gemini learning about itself. You taking this job. Gemini is very, very sharp, a quick learner. Um, you don't stay in a situation long where things are not working out the way that you were told they would. You're not going to hang around. Um, and because you want more. Gemini is not poor. Gemini is very rich, not just in money, but in compassion, in friendships, um, in the ability to learn. And so that we have the compassion card, the magic card, we have pruning. You're pruning the vines of your grapes so that only the best grapes will grow. And so that's what shadow work is like. You're pruning the vines, the grapevines. And not only that, but you are on your way of merging moments to give thyself to new endeavors and fresh found friendships. You're stepping, meeting, soul greeting. Yep, you're balancing the astral, you're aligning and shifting. And that is what this reading is talking about. King of Swords, he's not your friend. He's not your friend. You are, I'm going to say, you are just as, you could own this guy's company. Okay, Gemini, that's what I want to say. You could own this guy's company. So he thinks he's all that, but you don't need to, and you know what, Gemini, you don't even need to tell him that. You just say, oh, okay, it's going to go this way. All right, I'm out of here. See you later. And because you are Gemini, you get justice for yourself and you're able to move on quickly so that you're not wasting any time. No time, no need to waste time. You have friends to celebrate with you. A distraction could be there to distract you. Just remember to stay your course. Stay your course. You're on your way to something beautiful and new. You have the Ace of Cups, a gift of love and passion, the Star, the gift of hope, feeling brand new. And then, you know what? When you get there, you're going to be juggling to get things set up and so that you can take off running, Gemini. And maybe what will happen is you will own a business, maybe something like this guy's business, but it'll be so much more successful because you're not that guy. You're willing to do the pruning of the vine so that the mistakes of your ancestors do not have to go into the future. And I'm going to tell you that they applaud you for that because they see their mistakes. They can see their mistakes, right? And hope and pray that you don't make those same mistakes. So maybe some of them are your guides. That is a beautiful reading, Gemini. You have much to look forward to. a lot of growth, a lot of good hard work with your shadow aspects. And um, and I think you're going to have a wonderful April. You'll be moving on to much greater things. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.